speaking about those issues, the reason that COSATU supported the President Jacob Zuma back in 2007, 2006 as well, was that because COSATU felt that having President Jacob Zuma come in, he will listen to the workers, he will adhere to the plight of the workers and make sure that these issues are being dealt with. There are various issues that COSATU has raised previously. Let's speak about the issues of e-tolls, for instance. Let's speak about the issues on labor brokering. These are battles that COSATU hasn't been able to win. However, though, there have been some good and some arguing that there's been a step in the right direction now with the national minimum wage. Whether it's a living wage or not, that's a different argument. But there has been some successes that COSATU has been able to win in the battle of trying to get workers, trying to get the plight of workers highlighted. However, though, some argue that probably this is the time where COSATU needs to sit down and look into whether it is still, whether it should still remain a member of the alliance, considering that there are some critical issues like the labor brokers that COSATU hasn't been able to win.
If COSATU in 2005, 2007, 2009 would have committed a mistake of relying on one individual, that individual was going to solve all our problems. That mistake COSATU must never repeat going forward, because I want to believe that problems that are confronting us are a responsibility of collective leadership. When workers are raising an issue about the president, that's on a specific issue. But the issues we are counting now, it would have been down folly for COSATU to then say, because we have Zuma, Zuma is going to solve our problem, all our problem. That's not the COSATU that I know. The COSATU I know believes in the collective leadership and believes in consultation broadly. So it is important that going forward, COSATU is able to be clear, even as we support Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa to be president. We must never commit a mistake of saying Cyril Ramaphosa is the one that will solve our problems. That's a mistake that we must never repeat in South Africa.
What's the next step for COSATU heading forward within the alliance?
The unity of the alliance is sacrosanct. We have got to be genuine about resolving the issues that are there. We must go back after this May Day. There is a political council, which is an alliance meeting. We'll sit down and discuss all the issues that are there. So there is a way forward. We are preparing for the Central Committee of COSATU, which must say what is the policy trajectory the Federation is following. We are going to this Congress of the Party, which we must discuss all the critical issues. Policy Conference of the ANC, ultimately the Congress of the ANC in December. These are the issues which requires COSATU united, standing together, not allowing anybody to set us against each other. Our enemy is not ourselves here. We are not enemies to one another. Our enemy is monopoly capital. We've got to then unite and move on to ensure that COSATU is the voice that is critical, representing the voiceless in South Africa. That is the duty we're having today.
And it just when the CEC finally sits down, I guess quite critical as well, is an issue that was raised now by the likes of Nehao, CWU, as well as SADU, saying that the COSATU has called on the president to step down as the president of the country, but not as the president of the ANC. Do you think that that's something that needs to be clarified? Because now COSATU finds itself in a bit of a quagmire, considering that some are saying that President Jacob Zuma, as the president of the ANC, shouldn't be addressing COSATU members because it might send a conflicting message to community members.
Look, as responsible leadership, we should avoid continuing to confuse members on the position the Federation is taking. I would rather say that matter, we are going back to our constitutional structures and have a discussion. I don't want to say whether the position we have is wrong or right. The position we have taken is a correct position. We have to go back and say, how do we manage that situation? So I would rather keep it at that, Adrian.
Just a final one before I let you go. President Jacob Zuma had called for a meeting between yourself as well as the top six of the ANC. Has that meeting taken place yet after the call for him to step down?
We have had the meeting between the General Secretary of COSATU and the President of COSATU and President Zuma after the call by COSATU. That meeting is going to be followed by a broader meeting between COSATU and President Zuma. There is also another meeting on the side of the officials of the ANC and the leadership of COSATU. That meeting is coming. There is another meeting of the alliance. We call it the Political Council meeting. That meeting is coming very, very soon. With all those meetings, surely we should be able to come up with a solution.
But has COSATU been resolute that President should step down, even in the initial meeting?
COSATU's position is that President Zuma must step down.
Okay, then perfect. Thank you so much. There you have it from the president of COSATU. Quite a lot of issues that we have to discuss, and we can go on and on with this interview, considering the current political landscape that the country finds itself in, considering the state of the alliance as well. And as the president of COSATU has indicated, that today might be overshadowed by other issues, considering the political landscape that the country finds itself in. It's